Gamers? Gamers? What the heck? Gamers, what are you doing under here? Man, you got dusty. Yeah, it's been like 3 months since I posted anything, and I'm sorry. I have no real excuse besides school and being busy. And I can make no promises that my upload schedule will be better. But what I can promise is that you're about to watch a stand-up comedy routine that I filmed at my ward's talent show, and it went very well. And so I'm uploading it here and now. It was filmed at Christmas time, but now you're going to watch it. So please enjoy that right now, and I'll see you later, maybe. How's everybody doing? All right, it's been a very long time since I've done stand-up comedy specifically, and every other time that I've done specifically stand-up comedy, it's been to a group of people who I don't know. And so I have like these bits about like how I'm nervous and everything, but I'm just surrounded by people who I love so much, and I'm so happy to be here, you guys. It's very nice. Anyways, so I kind of miss being a kid, don't you guys? I miss being a little bit kid, like 2 weeks ago. There's some things that there's the magic of being a kid that don't exist when you're an adult. Right? Like, you guys ever experienced that thing where you fall asleep in the car and then, your parents bring you in? But you don't get that. You're asleep. And so you fall asleep in the car and magically you wake up and you're in your bed. Right? The only thing like that you get as an adult is when you fall asleep driving and you wake up in the hospital. It's not really the same. But I spent a lot of time in the hospital recently because my grandma's dying. Woo! Oh. All right! Yeah, she's on hospice care, and it's been pretty sad lately. She has dementia, and that's been really sad to see her forget things. And it's been hard because she knew it was coming, but she's been dealing with it like a trooper. She knew it was coming because it's genetic. So her parents had dementia before they passed, and so on and so forth backwards. But so even though she knew that would happen one day, she was able to keep her spirits up, right? She was able to keep strong. She had this saying. I don't remember it, actually. Between my grandma and my cousin, we've spent a lot of time in the hospital lately. My cousin was recently diagnosed. The doctors declared that she's legally blind. Thank you. It's unfortunate for her family. They're going through it, but I'm just glad that now she's doing it legally. Because before it was just mixed in with the wrong crowd, hanging out after school in the parking lot, a bunch of teenagers standing in a circle, not looking at anything. And it was hard because then they hear the sirens, and the cops are coming, cheese it. Everybody runs, mostly into walls and stuff. And because of that, they get caught. And not my cousin, but one of the people she knew in this actually went to prison for that. Came in and they were put in the cell, and it's like, I killed 6 people. What are you in here for? And he said, who said that? Thank you. Should I tell another joke? Who wants to hear a joke? Yeah! So this is a joke about this guy who he wanted to open a restaurant, and the only things that he had was he had salt, and so he was like, okay, I know I'm going to use this, and he didn't have a lot else, but he had mutton. He had tons and tons of mutton, and so he decided that he was going to do what he could with salt and mutton, and so he took this bready, doughy batter, and he would douse the mutton in that and serve it topped with salt. But the problem is he never actually got the license to open the restaurant, and so he was arrested for assault lamb battery. Thank you very much. Did you know? Little life hack for you guys. They cannot put you on house arrest if you are homeless. Just a little Yeah, as I said, I usually do stand-up to people I don't know very well. Actually, the last time that I did stand-up comedy, it was at a funeral. It went really well, though, actually. I got a standing ovation, except for one guy. You know what I miss? You know what I miss?
What do you miss, Truman?
Nostalgia. For my next trick, I'll need a volunteer from the audience. Anybody, please? Not you, actually. Somebody else. A volunteer. Grace, come on up here. Grace, take a seat. Grace, tell us, do you have a special somebody in your life?
No.
All right, perfect. Everybody, sing along if you know the words. Grace and no one sitting in a Jeep. Someone eventually. Okay, we'll be hopeful. Grace and someone sitting in a Jeep. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in a baby carriage. And then comes the fight, and then the divorce, and taking the house, the kids, and the horse. And now your life is sadly in shambles. And with this rhyme, I'm beginning to ramble. Give it for Grace, everybody! Let me see. You think I'd have a list of jokes on here, but it's just 2 words, and it says, be funny. You guys ever go through that thing where someone's like, hey, you should meet my friend, they're so much like you, and then you meet them and you realize you don't like the person that you are? It's a really comforting experience. Well, I beg to differ. I'd not beg, but I'd ask like multiple times in a row. And I'd get like more and more desperate each time. Thank you so much, that's my time, everybody!